foot tapping on the dash. We can take the back roads, no one else around. Hit my arm when I go too fast. It's a good morning. It's a good morning.
Hi, Avalon. What you doing? What are you doing? Okay, it's been a while. We are cleaning up the barn. By me is me and Alaska. We're gonna rake up the barn because the girls aren't really eating the loose hay that fell off trailers when the hay was being delivered, and it's kind of going to waste. They've been here about a week with other food, and they're not touching the stuff that we want them to. So, I'm going to see how this goes when I let Alaska in here with them. She has been in the pasture with me before, but never in a barn. She's so intrigued. And I'm probably going to put them each in a stall while I rake. And we're going to rake all this out and do some spring cleaning. Throw all this outside on the ground and put a bale on top of it so that they have other food as well. And if they don't eat it within this week, we're just going to let the wildlife have at it and stomp it into the ground. So let's do this. Abby Banani. What are we doing, Abby? So, okay. One-handed clips are fun. I think I'm actually gonna have you sit. I'll have you stay. 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 Try to have her stay there. Hey, girls. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. I'm going to clean up the poop. And this is all just a bunch of loose hay that's just kind of going to waste out. Really, if we don't have to have it go to waste. Ah! Didn't tell you to open that door. Alright, come on. Stay with me, though. Smart dog. Anyways, we don't want it all going to waste unless they're absolutely not going to eat it. So this is all going to get raked up. And there is a stall here. You're being good and you're not chasing. Good girl. That needs to be raked up as well. So plan is to probably, I think I'm going to put Avalon in this one. And I got to untie this gate and put Kamani in that one. And then the only reason I'm putting them in stalls, there's a few reasons. Number one, it's been a while since either one of them have been in a stall. So some stall training is great for them while I'm here and can supervise. And number two, it's just going to be too much of a hassle to keep an eye on this one and them. Because although they don't really mess with her unless she's behind them, I'm trying to rake, I'm going to be trying to film. And trying to keep an eye on 3 animals at once while doing all that is a bit of a chore. So until they get used to each other a little bit more, that's what we're going to do. We got one in, and Alaska did pretty good, didn't try to chase her. Come on, you're going to go in one. And also, I probably will show a picture, but Avalon hurt herself. We don't know on what or when. I posted on Instagram about it, but I will post a picture here, so it's a little graphic, so maybe skip 10 seconds or so. But yeah, we looked everywhere for blood and hair and did not see any. And it did need stitches, but unfortunately, like the vet said, unless you find it pretty much right when it happens, they really can't stitch it. So yeah, we're gonna look at that as well and see if it needs medicine or not. I'm gonna get this one in her stall. Yeah, you go play. You go play. Go run zoom zooms. Yeah, okay. First, I forget my halter on the other end of the property the one day I need it. It's fine. I'm gonna try and get Kamani in here. And Alaska's already ran behind Kamani and actually they both did pretty good. Okay, go. Can you go in the stall, please? Oh, good lady. I dumped a bucket of water there. So she was like, what the heck? All right. Both girls are in the stall. Let's watch this. Okay. Hi. Can I turn to you? Hi, lady. Hello. So, I don't know if you guys can even see it. But it looks a lot better. I don't think it needs medicine. It's already healing. It's not bleeding still. So, yeah. Yeah, you're going to be fine. You're going to make it. So, for now, you're going to stay in stalls. And what I'm going to do is set you guys up, start raking in here. And then I'm going to go grab your halters. And then I'm going to tie Avalon out here. Might just leave Kamani in the stall, don't know yet. And then I'll rake out Avalon's stall outside. I'll show you guys where we're going to put it. That way they get tie practice and stall practice. Good. So I'm probably going to put a pile over here, and if there's enough for 2 or 3 piles, kind of just spread it down this way. And as you can tell from the dirt, they've been running and bucking and playing and having a blast. So yeah, that way they still have this to run and play in, and then I'll add a bale to it. So let's get started. What are you doing? Okay. So apparently I've acquired another dog. These two grew up together. This is the 3rd dog that was in the same house. Get out of the poop! Go! With Sugar in Alaska, so they're just happy and content. So yeah, just trying to keep them out of poop. Allie! Go play! Go run, go play! I also took the pallet off of this gate, because the whole reason the pallet was on this gate is because the ponies fit through there, but the ponies don't come back here anymore. So this is kind of the transition pasture where, see, if the grass is growing, it's a couple inches. So the other pasture is starting to grow that the girls are always in. So they're in this one for about a month or so, and then they'll go, hi Abby, then they'll go back over to their other pasture to get slowly adapted onto grass so they don't get sick. And then they'll be out on the big field, and then when that's done, they will go up to the lake again. So I'm so happy they're going up to the lake again. So yeah, okay, they're both in here. The hardest part about this is it's a dirt floor. So you can't get it as good as if it was like a concrete floor with mats or something on it. So it's gonna be fun. You just go have fun. I got this part. Okay? Go play. And make a poop pile, I guess. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for poop. Alright. Okay, I didn't mean completely go on you two. What are you two doing? Ah! Go, 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 go outside. No, get out of here, you're making a mess. Allie, go. Get her, Alaska. Get her, Alaska. Oh, it's so good for them. You've been in there for days. You've been in there like a half hour. Chill. Oh my. Took a break for a second. We're about a quarter way up. It doesn't really look different, but it's a dirt ground, so it's not going to be perfect. I'll show you what I've got already. Just took these two out and got them some cold water because they've been running and playing. But this is what I have just from that quarter area so far. So although it doesn't look like much on camera, it's a lot. Let's continue. huh? Alright, go. I'm glad I don't own both of you. You're too much. You're too much. What? Alright, go. Come on. We have more to do. We're not done yet. Come on. She literally acts like she never has any food. Look at this. Ma'am, what are you doing? You're in a stall full of hay. You are in an alleyway full of hay. And you're acting like you're starving. You gotta eat off the fresh pile. Oh, did I offend you? Oh my goodness. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you too. Hi. Oh, stay off. Stay off, please. See if I can catch it on film. Alaska, what are you doing? Go. They were running laps around the hay pile and running through the hay pile. Get her. Get her. Get her. Is this a spring cleaning video or is this a dog video? Get her. Get her. Get her, Allie. Get her, Allie. Get her. Get her. Get her. Go. Go get her. Hey! You don't bark so much, do ya? Anyways, they were just running right through the middle of the pile. That was hilarious. Of course, I didn't get my phone out in time. So, a little change in plans. Ran into two problems with the alleyway. So first, let me show you how much hay I got out of the alleyway. I'll say I did not think it was going to be that much either. This is all about knee deep. So that's a lot more than I thought. Now there's two problems. Number one is, see all the poop? Well, I got a ride out here. And I don't have my key to my trailer. And this is not picking up the poop. Hi, Kamani. And so my pooper scooper is in my trailer locked. So in a day or two, I'll come back out, unlock it, and get it. Because my key is in town at home. The second issue is from here to here. You see how it kind of looks funny compared to the rest of the barn? The rest of the barn looks flat. Okay. So I'm not sure. Now you can kind of see it. See how it goes from like flat to deep to deeper? Go. So this is where the truck and trailer is back in. And like I said, this was from a couple years build up. We didn't even think there was that much, so oops. But anyways, the trucks and trailers have packed it, and it is a dirt floor, so it's making holes in the ground coming up when I use the fork. So the girls, from what I've been told, have been running, bucking, playing up and down the alleyway, outside, all around, just having a blast. And that's great. So they've been in here about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So they're going to stay in here at least another month. That is the plan. And the good thing about that is with them running, bucking, playing, running through here, it's going to loosen some of this. And it's going to make it easier to come up. So this is going to have to be a project I do probably when I move them to the lake. Hopefully by then it'll be loosened. The other issue is this thing. Avalon. Hey. She's like, yeah, whatever, Mom, I'm eating. So, original plan was I was going to bring both mares out and tie them up while I did the stall, because I still have this stall to do that had hay in it that the rabbits destroyed. I think I filmed a couple YouTube videos about the rabbits destroying that hay. It was like hip deep. It was a mess. Leave it. And that's the other reason I bring Alaska. She likes to stare down the horses and the cats, which I know she's a border collie, but she does it in a really intense kind of way. And so I tell her leave it just to back off. What is Kamani doing? What are you doing? Anyways, the problem with Avalon is... oh my gosh. Hi! The problem with Avalon is I don't want to tie her right now because she has been cribbing on the stall wall. She's been pawing. She has been pacing the door and pushing on it. And she's leaning her head over and eating hay. So I don't want to reward that. In my mind, if I take her out and tie her up right now, she thinks, hey, you know, if I act like this, I get to come out of the stall. And then she knows how to untie herself. So trying to make sure she doesn't untie herself with 2 dogs in here while trying to clean the stall is going to be a challenge. So what I'm going to do, actually, Kamani, what I'm going to do is this one is going to go in Kamani's stall because it has mats and there's no hay or anything around it. And Kamani is being really good. She pawed a little bit here and a little bit there, but I honestly think it's because it's the only stall with mats, so she's like feeling it. I don't think she's pawing to be naughty like this one. So Avalon's gonna go into Kamani's stall, or the stall Kamani's in. It's not her actual stall. And Kamani's gonna come out and be tied since she's doing so good. So we're gonna get that done. Leave it. I hope those 2 dogs leave you alone. Alaska. Good girl. Hey, calm down. You guys can't just bolt around. Come on, girl. Allie. Allie, you're okay. Come on, move over. Move over. Move over. Thank you. Stop. Leave it. Yeah, come on. Allie's being a good girl. Allie, you be a good girl. Leave it. You're always not gonna like it if you bite one and they kick you. Go. I mean, I definitely think this one has some things to learn, and unfortunately, the only way for her to learn is to bring her out and do this when I'm working with them and doing things, is to get her used to them. That's fine. Kamani, you did a good job. So I'm gonna go get the wheelbarrow. Let me get Alaska on this side. Come on, Alaska, good. And I have to rake out all this because this is about a little deeper than ankle deep. This all has to be raked out, and then this stall will be shut, and then dumped out here as well. And then I'm not going to do a whole bale because, like, again, I said there's way more than I thought there was, but I am going to do at least a half bale of the good stuff mixed into that so that they want to pick at it and want to eat it. So Avalon's in here, not by any hay or anything. This one I'm going to move further down because I don't need her right by the stall with a wheelbarrow. It's not an issue. It's just I'm also trying to keep an eye on these 2 and make sure everybody behaves themselves. This is why Avalon is back in a stall. I don't know if you guys heard that. She's in here kicking and cribbing. Hey. Stop it. What are you doing? Stop it. Oh, boop. Okay. All right. You get your stuff. Bonnie's being so good. I need to start riding again. You guys had like a year and some extra time off with some little rides in between. I'm gonna start riding again, big girl. Yeah, we're gonna start riding, going on trails. You haven't been riding since your horrible trail ride because things just happened. Yes. Yes. What? Being good girls? Okay. All right. We're starting. And my battery's running low, so I'm not going to film this stall. But I will film when I cut the bale open and throw it and turn the horses loose. Once again, it's not perfect. I am running out of steam. It's been 2.5 hours I've been out here. And again, dirt floor. But it's a lot better. The reason it's like uneven over here, low over here, high over here is because this is, again, the stall that the rabbits got into. So it looks a lot better to me. This is going to be a closed door, and this will be either another hay stall or an emergency stall. We have a lot of stalls, but they're all, except for that one and this one, full of either hay or storage. So we really only have 2 open available stalls, and that's also why we have like this gate that goes right here, because it can close up right here. These doors can close, and this can be a little stall if it has to be. And this is how much hay came out of the alleyway and the stall. It is so much hay. It's insane. And so now I'm going to bring a bale, cut it open, take about half of it, and break open the flakes all over this to entice them to eat. Again, whatever they don't eat, it's not a huge deal. The deer, the turkey, the rabbits, the birds, they will pick through what they want. Whatever nobody wants just gets stomped into the ground. We do this. We did do it every year. I kind of got lazy, I'll admit it. I got lazy. This one is finally settled down in her stall, but we're almost done. So, get you guys set up. We'll get this hay thrown. Then we'll let Kamani out, and then we'll let this one out. And these 2 are actually doing pretty good, and they're ignoring the horse now when I walk behind her instead of kind of staring her down. So, they're doing good. And I'm done. I am sweating. Let's see, I started at 5:30. It is 7:40. So 2 hours, whatever. So the dogs are locked up to where they cannot get into the barn. I am now turning Kamani loose, and then I'm going to let Avalon out. And I don't know if they're going to run, buck, and play. And I just don't want to be trying to watch the horses and the dogs at the same time when they're running and playing. So, let get you untied. Careful about your eyes. You did so good. Yes, good girl. And untie this in case they go to play. So, let her go out and find that pile. Okay. And I'm going to push her over a little bit so that Avalon can come out without any issues. Not happy. And this gate will be tied back open so they don't get hung up on it. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go see what sister's got. So they are good on hay. And just filled their water. So they are all good. That is my spring cleaning for this week. Done. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. And we care less if hay gets stomped on and packed down out here, because we don't really use this winter pasture anymore. We used to have a stud horse in here. We used it in the winter. We don't really use it except for putting the girls over here when the grass is growing, or if somebody needs to be on stall rest, or if somebody's sick. So we don't care if this gets stomped on out here, but in here we need to keep it as clean as we can. And they, unfortunately, can still reach up here and get on their hay, but that's fine. They're happy. So yeah, that is that spring cleaning video done. I actually was going to film a second video today, but it is getting dark, and I am exhausted and sweaty, and I need to go home and start to edit on this. If you hear whining, it's the dogs. They want out. I gotta tie open this gate, put the halters up, and everything's done. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry it was all over the place. That is my life. So, bye guys.